what you saw tonight is a group of youngsters grow up. No matter what the competition level tonight, you had 3 freshmen who look totally different on the floor tonight than they have the first 3 weeks of the year.
Yeah, and they look like freshmen. And, it was good to get them on the court. They needed the experience. But we did not start the game out the way we wanted it to, and we can't expect to compete like we did tonight or play like we did tonight and compete against a team like Tennessee. And the freshmen got a lot of minutes. They did a great job. Really proud of them. They've been working so hard in practice. It's something the coach has been talking about quite a bit. And I think people saw tonight how hard that they are working,
I was like, you could see tonight, even score notwithstanding, those 3 girls are out there hustling no matter what the situation was. They miss a shot, they're going after it, offensive rebound. Hannah Lange comes flying out at midcourt. You saw a lot of different things from her.
Yeah, diving on the floor, going after rebounds. And then, that's a tribute. They get to go up against KJ and Tavy every day in practice, and they really don't hold back on them. So they're growing up a little bit.
They're learning tough lessons on the practice floor. But as you mentioned, they made some mistakes tonight, but it's good that you get them in a game situation. Right. And they can correct it with game film instead of what you tell them in a different way to be able to grade their performance and see it from a different perspective.
Right, and people are looking at the score, and, I'm glad that everybody got a chance to play and do what they did tonight, but there's still a lot to learn from this game film, too, and as soon as we get it, I'm going to go home and break it down because I might as well not sleep tonight.
I say, obviously, everything turns now. Good prep, good win, but different beast on Thursday night against Tennessee, and a team that we always saw Baylor early in the year, competed with them, but this is a different – they play differently than the way Baylor does. They're not quite as big, but they play differently, and they're playing a whole lot different than they have the last couple of years as well.
Yeah, they got some size. I think that they're playing a little bit more as a team than they did last year. They're a lot more athletic, long. They're going to get after it. They're going to press us. They're going to, they're going to do what Tennessee does. So, but they're young, and hopefully their youth will help us out some, but, we'll see.
So I know they're using, the best recruiting class in the nation. That's kind of what they've built this team around, other than their post players down low. But, with that, they have some freshmen too. So maybe if you can catch them off a little bit on a given night and you're able to control the tempo like we did at Baylor, you'll have a chance to stay in that one for a while.
Hopefully, they're going to have to be off. They're going to have to be off, and they're going to get our best shot though. It's something that we're going to talk about the girls right here in just a second, but we're going to have to show up and play. So to go into Rocky Top and to play at Tennessee, it's going to be a great experience. But we're looking for a lot of things out of our girls, and we're not playing for one game. We're not playing against Crowley. We're not playing, against Tennessee. We're trying to get better and win a championship.
And that's one thing Coach Rushing always says is no matter what the outcome is, like, we're not playing for tonight. We didn't do things tonight we could have done that'll help us down the road. It's more about what we're building to, not only later in the season, but the future, especially for these young players. They made some mistakes, but some of this stuff they're going to have to clean up, not only for this year, but the foundation, the way that you build this program.
Oh, definitely. And we're starting to see them play through some things a little bit more, but not to our liking right at this moment. So, but we got a long way to go, a lot of work to do. So, what are we, 4 games in now?
Yeah, 4 games.
4 games in, we got a long way to go.
We talked to Coach Rushing. It's good to get these games. Have the time off that we had. 3 games in basically 3 weeks, where a lot of other teams have played a lot. Now, starting tonight, you really get into a traditional basketball season, 2-3 games at a time, and that's where you're going to see some of the experience pay off as well, because there's not going to be that time on the practice floor now to make corrections.
No, not really. Not even over Christmas, So we enjoyed our practice time over Thanksgiving. I know that they were tired of practice, but it's kind of funny. They don't really realize when they want to start playing basketball that they're going to practice more than they're ever going to play the game. And but we got some things done over Thanksgiving. We got a long way to go. A lot more stuff to work on, though.
Good win tonight, and let's have a safe trip Thursday.
All right, sounds good, Steve. I'll see you in a couple hours.